Never ko po siyang na-meet.
Okay, Colonel Acierto, base po sa testimonya kasi ni Mr. Arturo Las Cañas, ay bukod sa 6 na patay sa shootout ng mga Chinese sa Dumoy, mayroon pa daw 11 Chinese nationals na nahuli during the Dumoy raid at sila raw ay mga chemist na naglaboratories. Hindi ho ba he was referring to the same exact location and the same incident that happened, Colonel Acierto?
Tama po. Tama po yun.
Tama?
Tama po yun.
Okay. Now, I'd like to ask you further, Mr. Chair, because a certain Alan C. was mentioned, and then there was also the name of Mr. Michael Yang also mentioned. According to Mr. Las Cañas also, ay yung mga passports nitong 11 Chinese chemists ay naka Michael Yang daw. So, would you confirm that Michael Yang has that 11 Chinese nationals na passports na itong na-raid dito?
I cannot confirm, Your Honor. What
Okay.
I can confirm.
Yeah. I wouldn't expect you to confirm, but I just want to impress upon this committee that the incidents that we're discussing here, where 11 nationals are still being, we did not know kung ano yung whereabouts sila. Ang sabi is na turn over sa BI. Others are saying na hindi natin alam kung namatay ba talaga o hindi. Ay nag-appear dito, it's just so convenient na nag-appear sa testimony ni Mr. Las Cañas, which fits perfectly to the scenario that happened. No? Earlier, Congresswoman Franz Castro was asking PIDEA na bakit doon sa matrix nila ay nandoon si Michael Yang. No? I think this, Mr. Chair, this gives us a new perspective on how the surveillance and the raid of the PIDEA on the Dumoy laboratory can be appreciated by this committee, Mr. Chair. Now, gusto ko lang pong basahin doon po sa sinasabi po, Mr. Chair, yung binasa din po a portion of the testimony of Mr. Las Cañas. Kasi I wonder kung ito ba talaga yung according to Mr. Las Cañas ay sa kanya yung na kay Michael Yang, yung 11 passports itong Chinese chemists na nahuli. This revelation is something that I guess our law enforcement agencies, the PIDEA, should look into, no? And I guess the committee should look dig even further, no, deeper. Gusto ko lang pong basahin yung portion po doon sa testimony ni Las Cañas. Mr. Chair, in the afternoon of December 31, 2004, Sonny Buenaventura called me through cell phone and summoned me to proceed to Star Mart Caltex station near SM Ecoland, DC, for a very important matters. Upon arriving there, I saw Sonny and Jim Tan inside the Start Mart Caltex station. Sonny informed me that a Shabu laboratory located in Ulas along the highway going to Turil, DC, was raided by the elements of PIDEA Region 11 under the supervision of Superintendent Wilkins Villanueva with members of PIDEA National Headquarters from Manila. He told me that hundreds of kilos of high-grade were recovered inside the laboratory. 6 Chinese nationals were killed during the raid, and that one Alan C., the alleged mastermind, was apprehended with 10 other companions. All were Chinese nationals. According to Sonny, per instruction from RRD, we have to eliminate them all and dispose them of in a very clean manner, that no remains of traces of their bodies could be recovered. So I told Sonny the whereabouts of the garbage. He was referring to the 11 Chinese nationals. So Sonny told me that at 8 p.m. that night, that was carried over, And at 7 p.m., Sonny called me and told me that SPO4 Var Carillo of PDEA 11 would call me. So all of these names that were mentioned earlier, andito po sa testimony po ni Colonel Las Cañas, na siya nga po, isa po yun sa parte doon sa mga affidavit po niya. At sinabi po niya dito is Alan C. was the mastermind and he was recovered. He was allegedly apprehended. But according to the PDEA report, he was at large. So maybe, kaya at large kasi kung totoo, kung titingnan po natin ito, baka naman si Alan kasama po siya dun because apparently Las Cañas was even saying that he was the one who pulled at sinasabi po niya si Alan C. Now, I just want to impress upon the committee that the matrix, going back to the matrix, this could be the answer to that. Nobody from the members of this committee asked any names. It was brought out from the responses of Colonel Villanueva, the name of Carillo, and the name of Alan C. But then again, when I look at our information, my data, according to the testimony of Las Cañas, these names appeared in his testimony. So I guess, Mr. Chair, I think by the next time we should invite na po natin to si Carillo.
Yes, earlier we made a motion to invite SPO for Carillo.
Okay.
For the next hearing of the Quad.
Yeah, because it was explicitly mentioned here, names of Michael Yang and Colonel Carillo. He is the missing link. Baka naman ito si Alan C. na rin, kasama dun sa sinasabi ni Las Cañas na pinatay niya. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
And thank you, Colonel Acierto. Thank you, DG Wilkins, for your responses.
Thank you, Congressman Adeong. So now we will...
Mr. Chairman, just a short, with regards to admin matters lang po. Kasi it's now 5:45 and we have received a letter coming from Mr. Alex Tumang and he's asking to be excused at 5 o'clock in the afternoon because he was just released from hospital. 2 weeks lang po. And the advice of his doctor is his health should be continuously monitored. So with that, Mr. Chairman, and doon po sa Mexico, Pampanga, doon sa Empire 99 issue, and we have still questions to be asked doon kay Mayor Teddy Tumang and the rest of the resource person, and that includes the mayor. And with that, Mr. Chairman, I move that we will excuse all resource persons from Mexico, Pampanga, Mr. Chairman. And with the colitilia that the mayor should brought with him the Bureau of Assessors officer on the next hearing, Mr. Chairman. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Congresswoman Luis.
before we rule on the motion of the Honorable Paduano, I just want to go back to the complete account of lands which were illegally transferred to foreign nationals. So I respectfully move, before we excuse all the resource speakers from Mexico, Pampanga, I respectfully move, Mr. Chair, that we request from the Central Office of the LRA and the Central Office of the provincial assessors, the data concerning the lands which were transferred to foreign nationals. That includes both the incorporators and the corporation, the Chinese corporation, with respect to Empire 999, Golden Sun 999, and Mexico 999, Mr. Chair.
Mahaba yun. Okay. There's a motion as stated by Congresswoman Luistro. Please take note of that, COMSEC. And this was seconded. Are there any objections? Hearing none, the motion is approved. Now, again, there's a pending motion earlier by... yes, Congressman Paduano.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Anyway, before I move once again, please be advised, RD, no, to inform your central office pending the official communication from COMSEC.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
We actually submitted various reports and we will consolidate all of them.
Okay, thank you. Now, once again, Mr. Chairman, all Mexico Pampanga resource persons that were invited to this hearing, I move once again to excuse them, Mr. Chairman. So move.
Okay, there's a motion to excuse all resource persons from Pampanga that was who were invited for today's committee hearing. You are all excused now. It was seconded by Congressman PM Vargas. Hearing no objection, the motion is carried. So, excuse na po kayo mga taga Mexico, Pampanga, including Architect Alex Tumang. Now, we will now proceed with another presentation.
Mr. Chair.
So, okay.
Before we proceed, Mr. Chair, I have a few questions lang.
Sige.
Maikli lang to.
Okay. Congressman Pimentel, you are recognized. You have 10 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'd like to direct my question to Wilkins Villanueva. I was going over the report. Merong hinuli dun related sa Dungmoy raid, yung Jed Pilapil C. Sino po ba ito? Ano to ni Alan C?
Asawa po.
Asawa. Yung Jong Pilapil.
Kapatid po ni Jed Pilapil si. Bayaw ni Alan si.
Nung ni-raid yung Dumoy, nandun ba yung Jed Pilapil and Jong C? Hindi.
Wala po.
So saan na nahuli itong...
Sa Arlene Apartment, Mr. Chair.
Sa Arlene.
Yes,
So
Mr.
this was on January 4 na. Because yung, according to the report, December 31, yung Dumoy raid. And then may search warrant yata dun sa Arlene Apartment is January 1.
Yes, Mr.
2005
Chair.
na.
Yes.
Kasama po kayo dun sa pag-search or pag-raid dun sa Arlene Apartment?
Hindi po. I was in Dumoy because of the VIPs who came from Manila. Ako po yun, kaming dalawa ni Colonel Asierto ang nag-asikaso sa mga VIPs, heads of different agencies. Kami ang nag-asikaso po sa Dumoy Laboratory. Kasi gusto po talaga nilang tingnan kung anong situation sa Dumoy, Mr. Chair. That's why talaga natali kami ni Colonel Asierto doon sa Dumoy on January 1, Mr. Chair.
So after the Dumoy raid, Mr. Chair, doon na kayo nag-execute ng search warrant para sa Arlene Apartment?
Wala pong warrant ang Arlene Apartment, Mr. Chair.
Wala bang search warrant
Wala.
yun? So, basta na lang hinuli yung Jed Pilapil C doon. Saan ba nahuli yung Jed Pilapil C?
Sa Arlene Apartment. But nung gabi, natapos na, Mr. Chair, yung Dumoy, na-clear na yung nagkaroon na inventory during that time, na-clear na, nagpirmahan na. Dumiretso po ang team papuntang Arlene Apartment on that night.
On that night?
Yes, Mr.
So, bali
Chair.
early morning na ng January 1st.
Yung January 1st in the morning, wala akong idea kung ano nangyari doon, Mr. Chair. Kasi naandun po ako physically sa Dumoy Clandestine
Yes, okay.
Laboratory.
Now, nung after the Dumoy raid, dumiretso yung raiding team doon sa Arlene, di ba?
Arlene Apartment, Mr.
May
Chair.
nakita pang, I think, 30 nationals doon? Doon na ba nakita yung 30 nationals?
Hindi pa, Mr. Chair eh. Hindi pa eh. Ang tumbok lang namin doon is si Jong Pilapil at si Jed Pilapil.
So you got information that Jed Pilapil, the wife of Alan C., was staying at Arlene.
Alam namin na doon sila nakatira, Mr. Chair.
Na-casing na yun.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Kasama na doon sa casing
Yes,
ng
Mr.
Dumoy.
Chair. Yes, Mr. Chair.
And then, Jed Pilapil was arrested then.
There, sa Arlene
Sa Arlene
Apartment.
Apartment.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chair, ang tanong ko lang, so a case was filed against Jed Pilapil C. and Jong C.
Yes, Mr. Chair. They were already convicted.
Convicted na po
Yes,
ito.
Mr. Chair.
So nasa na itong dalawa?
I believe nasa Davao. Hindi ko na alam, Mr. Chair, but kung doon ka sa Davao, dahil ka Davao, it's either Davao Penal Colony ka or dito sa Bilibid. Convicted po sila, Mr. Chair.
Aside from these two, sino pa bang na-convict? May alam pa ba na aside from...
Yung mga personalities, Mr. Chair, na at large, pero at large sila, Mr. Chair, hindi kasama doon sa case. But they have warrant of arrest against them.
Do you know anong case yung final kay Pilapil?
Come again, Mr. Chair?
Alam mo ba kung anong kasong final kay Pilapil?
Manufacture.
Because siguro,
Manufacture of...
pagdating dun sa Arlene apartment, Mr. Chair, were you able to get recover some?
Wala po.
So automatic na. It was established na talagang kasama siya dun sa
Yes, Mr. Chair. Kasi po, siya mismo yung magdadala ng freezer, papunta ng,
yung
ng
Jet Pilapil
bodega.
mismo.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Yes,
So
Mr.
she really knew. She knew na yung
Yes.
husband niya was
Yes,
involved
Mr.
dun sa
Chair.
manufacture.
Kasi Mr. Chair, hindi pa na-assemble lahat. Dinadala pa lang yung mga equipment. Naando na siya eh. Siya na yung halinhinan sila ni Alan eh. Tsaka yung Alex Kim na isa sa halinhinan silang tatlo na nagde-deliver, nagpo-procure, idadala doon sa laboratory. And it was covered by surveillance and casing. So
dun
alam
sa-
namin na may
yun na nga,
participation
dun sa
talaga.
surveillance team, nakita talaga yung jet dun sa bodega.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
For several
Including doon sa Agdao, yung bodega sa Agdao. Nakita rin siya doon, Mr. Chair. While Jong Pilapil, siya yung nagmamando doon naman sa Polytech, doon sa Bunawan. Doon ang participation ni Jong Pilapil, Mr. Chair.
So both of these persons are already convicted.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Yun lang po.
Mr. Chair,
Thank you, Congressman Pimentel. Yes, Congressman Fernandez.
follow-up lang, question lang to before we proceed to the next item of our agenda. Kay Jimmy Guban. Jimmy Guban kasi we're talking about din yung mga illegal drugs eh. Kasi you mentioned sometime, I cannot recall anymore, pero nadinig ko sa iyo yung tungkol sa Tagaloan port sa Misamis Oriental. You mentioned about it and sinabi mo na maraming pumapasok doon. Am I correct?
Yes, Your Honor, that is an PBDEC Tagoloan Port, MICT, Your Honor. Mindanao International Container Terminal, Your Honor.
Yes, at doon sa mga minention mo about those cargos or mga goods na pumapasok doon, nabanggit mo na bulk ng mga drugs were entering during that time doon sa Tagaloan.
According to our intelligence report, Your Honor, transshipment na ginagamit po ang Tagoloan Port, yung Mindanao International Container Terminal.
At marami ang mga pumapasok.
Yes, according to our report, Your Honor, with the intelligence community, volume.
At sa tingin mo, bakit nakakapasok doon sa lugar na yan?
Your Honor, there is an industrial estate, maluwag, and that is operated by, if I should say, coming from Davao, Your Honors.
And that port, no, is under the jurisdiction of the PBDEC.
Yes, Your Honor.
Which, Mr. Chairman, pinag-usapan na rin po natin dito nung mga nakaraang hearing natin. And we have invited yung mga former commissioner ng custom. I will be asking some questions to the commissioner natin, no? During that time that they were the one handling the custom, meron lang pong pakikita na na picture. Can we show a picture nung technical, please? Okay, yan yung sa atin sa Tagaloan. Yan yung ating port. Ito yung sinasabi ni Jimmy Guban na maraming nakakapasok na mga illegal drugs. As a matter of fact, we have invited also Mr. Tony Yang again para at least ma-confirm natin mamaya in a little while dahil nga po dun din po malapit yung kanyang port, no? Mr. Tony Yang, can you please clarify something about yung port na pag-aari mo doon sa Sanjia Steel? Sige, upo muna kayo. So kung titingnan po natin tong port na to, makikita po natin lahat ng goods natin, diyan po siya nagdadak. Diyan sa may dagat mismo. At itong MCTSI, siya po yung nag-ooperate. But the custom, kung makikita niyo yung picture na green doon, allowed a subcontractor na ang pangalan po ay Golden Sun. Remember this name? Golden Sun? Kung matatandaan nyo, dito natin nahuli, no? Yung sinasabi po natin do sa Make Connection kila Nonolin, no? Na Golden Sun. This is the one operating. Yung pong designated examination area na kung saan dyan po nakalagay ang X-ray. So ngayon, I'll be asking muna yung mga dati nating commissioner. Siguro si Commissioner Isidro La Peña muna. Dito po sa picture na to, during that time, ang designated examination area na kung saan ang X-ray are being managed by a private corporation and not within the custom, why is it was allowed by custom to operate the X-ray by a private corporation? That is a sovereign function that belongs to custom. Now, tanong ko, Commissioner Sid, during your time, nag-e-exist na po ba itong Golden Sun na siya pong nag-ooperate ng X-ray outside the custom? Yes or no?
I don't remember that company, Mr. Chair.
Commissioner, 2012 pa po sila nag-ooperate. Kailan po kayo napasok sa custom?
I assume as the Commissioner of Customs in 2017, Your Honor.
Correct.
Mr. Chair, yeah.
2017.
Yeah.
Kung 2017 po kayo, alam niyo po na nag-ooperate itong private company na sila po ang nagmamanage ng X-ray facility that being handled by the Golden Sun. Kasi 2012 pa rin po, 2012 pa po sila eh. Kung titingnan po natin, ang kanila pong General Information Sheet sa Security and Exchange Commission and their contract with Custom 2012 until 2035 ang kanilang kontrata. 25 years was given to them to operate the X-ray in the designated examination area wherein all the goods that dock in that port will pass through that X-ray in a private corporation.
That's right, Your Honor. I just don't remember the name of the company that operates it. But when I assumed as the Commissioner of Customs, I made a study of the operations of Customs. And of course, Bureau of Customs at time, we have a problem pertaining to corruption. It's something that we have to address. And it starts with, well, one is the process of the processing of the goods that comes in. And that one essential part of that process is the X-ray.
Kaya nga po, Commissioner, napaka-importante po nito kasi itong pong X-ray sa designated examination area is a sovereign function. Ibig sabihin po, function po to ng ating gobyerno. Hindi po to function ng isang private corporation.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So, ang tanong ko sa inyo, Commissioner, why did you allow to operate a private company using the X-ray in a designated examination area?
Well, as I've said, Mr. Chair, it was already existing that time when I arrived.
Okay.
So, yeah, and so we made a study to improve the system. In fact, that's one of those that I saw that needs to be corrected, including we even have a study and almost complete automation of our customs
Eh, bakit
operation.
hindi po natin kinancel? Kasi kung titingnan niyo yung picture, no?
Yes,
Alam niyo po ba yung X-ray na andun sa isang private company being owned by Golden Sun? At lahat po ng mga container, kaya pala pumapasok yung ating imported goods, lumabas na siya ng custom, saka mo pa lamang siya i-x-ray. It doesn't make sense, ha? Na pagkalabas niya ng custom, saka ka palang dadaan sa x-ray sa isang private company. Now, ang tanong ko po sa inyo, sir, sino po ang may-ari ng Golden Sun?
I'm sorry, Mr. Chair, I don't remember.
Hindi
If I
niyo po
may,
tanda.
if I may, Congressman
Yes.
Fernandez, Golden Sun 999.
No, it's not Golden Sun 999. It's Golden Sun Cargo Examination Services Corporation.
Okay.
I know where you're driving at, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, but I'd just like to
Yes, sige, go
inform Your Honor that the owner of Golden Sun 999 is Mr. Tony Yang.
Yes.
So perhaps that would help you in trying to drive at your point, Your Honor.
Actually, Mr. Chairman, I know the answer in my questions, but I just wanted them to answer me. Para titingnan ko kung nagsasabi sila ng totoo. Siguro tanongin natin si Commissioner Paldon. Commissioner Paldon, during the time na ikaw po ang commissioner, have you encountered this problem? This huge problem of our country? Malaking problema natin yung mga nawawalang containers. A while ago, I was talking to the chairman and we are talking about the name of that boxes that were found in Dumoy that came from Cagayan de Oro, doon mismo sa port. Nakapasok. Dahil ang x-ray nasa labas at pag-aari ng isang private corporation na Golden Sun. And that's the reason why, Commissioner Nick Baldon, do you know about this issue, about the designated examination area, wherein a private corporation sa pangalan ng Golden Sun Cargo Examination Services Corporation owns the x-ray na ginagamit doon po sa mga containers na lumalabas galing sa custom? Do you know about this?
Yes, Your Honor. In fact, in Mindanao, there are two cases of similarly situated. One in Davao and one in Cagayan de Oro. During my time, I vehemently questioned why X-rays were conducted outside the customs property. In fact, in Davao, it's across the street, and Davao was at that time under litigation because there's an issue of whether or not the X-ray has to be conducted in that private property. So that cases was dragged until I think what's finally the custom won that the X-ray to be conducted in that private property will be stopped. As far as that Cagayan de Oro is concerned, I know about it. I asked our legal department why that one was approved in 2012, because when I assume it's already there, contracts were already signed, and I think it's not the commissioner who signed it. I think it's higher authority who signed the contract. So I tried to ask our legal to.
Who is the highest authority in here, Mr. Paldon?
I am not sure whether it's just the commissioner who signed it, but definitely it's
Who was the commissioner who signed it?
2012, sir. So
Yes.
that's I assume in 2016.
But during your time that you were already the commissioner, you have the power to cancel the contract because it is a sovereign function. Meaning, ang X-ray sa isang designated examination area, ang nag-handle niyan is government. It should not be private corporation. Di ba? Isipin mo, private corporation mag-handle ng mga imported goods na nanggagaling sa ibang bansa. At kung gano'n ang sitwasyon natin, talagang makakapasok yung mga illegal. Now, ang tanong ko sa iyo, Commissioner Paldon, sino ang may-ari ng Golden Sun Cargo Examination Services Corporation?
Sir, before I answer that, I would like to further express
Commissioner,
The-
you answer me first.
I am
Kasi
not aware of the name.
a while ago, you were telling us